Here's the result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He gets a C+. Plus. This guy is rather so-so. Not too good, not too bad. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's not just someone who talks, he'll put in real effort to move ahead in his career. You'll see him dive into work with energy, jumping at tasks and working late if he has to. He's not the type to make promises and forget about them. Most of the time, he pushes forward and makes things happen.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's likely to get upset quickly, maybe even snap or yell, but he won't let it keep him down for long. His first reaction might be strong, showing his frustration openly. He doesn't hide his feelings, and he could say things that might sting in the moment.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He's known for being smart and hardworking, so some people respect what he can achieve. But he isn't very warm or polite and can come across as blunt or even rude at times. While his skills might be admired, he isn't likely to be popular or have many close friends at work.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do well in your career, he may get excited for you, showing loud support or telling everyone about your achievements. He loves seeing new wins and might cheer you on, at least in public. But deep down, he might feel a little uneasy or even jealous, though he's not likely to say it gently.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he might feel bothered, maybe even hurt, and it could show up in how he talks or behaves. He's used to being the busy go getter, so your bigger paycheck might make him feel like he's lost his own spotlight. Even if he seems cheerful, small signs of jealousy or resentment may pop up over time.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He doesn't pay much attention to managing money carefully. He's more likely to make quick decisions and spend on things that catch his eye or excite him. Planning and saving aren't his strong suits, and you might find unexpected purchases or forgotten bills popping up. If you want a partner who saves and thinks things through, he's probably not the right fit for that.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's likely to stretch his limits and spend money to look successful or exciting, even if it means pretending to be richer than he really is. Sometimes he'll buy flashy things or agree to fun outings just to keep up appearances without worrying much about whether he can truly afford it. You might notice him showing off or making big gestures that don't match his actual earnings.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He isn't really known for being kind hearted or generous. While he might spend freely on things that make him happy or help him stand out, sharing or giving thoughtfully to others isn't his strong suit. His mindset isn't very gentle, and he may not pay much attention to what others need.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He isn't very open about money, and you could find him keeping things to himself or even hiding what he spends. He may not discuss bills or budgets with you and can sometimes make quick money choices without warning. This can lead to confusion or even trust issues over time.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's not the type to step up and share housework willingly. You may find him leaving things messy or expecting you to pick up after him rather than offering to help out or share chores. If you ask him to take part, he might ignore it or act like it's not that important.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He isn't someone who jumps in to help with chores or take care of diapers. Most of the time, he'll stay busy with his own activities and may only watch or give directions from the side rather than actually rolling up his sleeves. You'll find yourself handling most of the cleaning and childcare while he focuses elsewhere.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He's more likely to argue and defend himself than try to understand your side. When there's a disagreement, his main aim will be to show he's right, often raising his voice or insisting on his view. He doesn't pause to think about your feelings or see things from your perspective. So discussions can turn into debates quickly.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he's likely to say hurtful things or act aggressive rather than stay respectful. You could hear sharp words, yelling, or even sarcastic remarks that sting. If being treated kindly during arguments matters to you, this is a real concern.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He reacts fast and loudly when something upsets him, and you may face sudden outbursts or harsh words over small things. It can hurt you emotionally and even make day to day life difficult.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He's not someone who says sorry easily or takes responsibility when things go wrong. Instead, he's likely to blame you, make excuses, or shift the fault elsewhere. This can leave you feeling misunderstood or even guilty for things that aren't your fault.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He isn't very good at respecting boundaries and may struggle to understand that no means no. If you say no to something, whether it's about physical closeness, money, or your personal space, he might push back, argue, or try to change your mind instead of stopping right away. You could find yourself needing to repeat things or stand your ground more than you should have to. His reactions can be loud or stubborn, and he may not take your feelings as seriously as they deserve.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally when you're not in the mood for intimacy. If you say no or ask for space, he may react with disappointment, frustration, or even angry words. It's important to see these reactions as a warning sign because your comfort and choices matter most.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You need to be cautious as he may not always handle private moments with kindness or care. If you share something personal, there's a risk he might bring it up later in an argument or use it to make a sharp comment that hurts your feelings. Respect for your privacy isn't his strong side, especially when tempers rise.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He's likely to be easily distracted by other women showing interest or excitement outside the relationship. His lively nature means he enjoys attention and new experiences. So don't be surprised if he flirts or pays extra notice to others. He may not hide his wandering eyes or playful chats, which can make you feel unsettled or insecure.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he can be quite over possessive, showing signs of jealousy or acting controlling. You might notice him questioning where you go, who you talk to, or even checking on you often without reason. These behaviors are not signs of care, but rather warning signs that he struggles to trust and respect you fully.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, in his case, what seems like a protective nature is often just a sign of being controlling. He may say he wants to look after you, but ends up making all the decisions, watching your actions, or bossing you around. It's important to know the difference between genuine care and controlling habits.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He's not likely to see parenting as a team effort. Instead, he will expect you to do most of the work. When it comes to raising children, he might step in for the easier or fun moments, but will leave you with the daily tasks and tough decisions. Often, he'll treat parenting as your responsibility rather than sharing the load.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper rather than stay calm. His first reaction is often loud and harsh, with shouting or sharp words that can make the kids feel afraid or embarrassed. He doesn't pause to understand what they're going through or offer comfort when things go wrong.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He isn't likely to support you fully as both a mother and your own person. He often focuses on what he wants and expects you to handle most of the household and parenting without much help. If you want a partner who celebrates every part of you, not just your role at home, you may feel alone or stuck with him.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might cheer for your career now but could change his mind and ask you to quit after you have a child. Early on, he may seem excited about your success or even brag about it, but once the baby arrives, his expectations could shift sharply. Always talk honestly about your future plans to avoid feeling pressured or trapped later.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He's not likely to show real warmth to your parents. Instead, he'll probably act polite on the surface, saying the right things but without genuine care or kindness. Don't expect him to go out of his way to help, offer comfort, or build a close relationship with your family. He's more likely to expect your family to change for him rather than trying to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. He reacts quickly and may get angry, say harsh things, or pull back from being involved. You might find yourself caught between both sides, feeling pressured and unsupported.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to be modern and supportive with you when it's just the two of you, but expect you to act like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. At home, you may feel free to speak your mind or live how you like, but when family visits or there's a gathering, he'll want you to dress, behave, and serve others according to old fashioned rules. Remember, you deserve consistency and respect everywhere, not just behind closed doors.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he's more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family instead of truly supporting you. He doesn't like uncomfortable situations and may avoid getting involved, leaving you to deal with conflict alone. This can feel lonely and unfair, especially when you need someone by your side.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's likely to be a mummy's boy, putting his mother's wishes and opinions ahead of yours, especially in conflicts. When tensions come up between you and his mother, he'll often side with her or avoid taking any real stand. If having your partner stand by you is important, this is a serious point to consider.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, He's likely to share details of your fights and private life with his mother or sister. If there's a problem at home, you might find out he's told them everything, sometimes even before talking to you about it. It means you may never have true privacy, and your side of the story might get twisted or misunderstood.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all of this analysis, this guy gets a C plus. This guy is so so, not too good, not too bad, a bit mediocre. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel like an endless roller coaster. Some days he's busy and full of energy, chasing after his own goals and dreams while you're left to manage the house and family mostly on your own.